Meteorologist Jeremy Lewan joins us in the backyard seated next to our Easter Bunny. Jeremy, what can the Easter Bunny expect as the work week begins?
Well, Jack, the Easter Bunny and I are wrapping up the very last few hours of Easter together here in the backyard. And we were just talking about how the day really started to get better after the morning as things started to dry out. But as we go through this upcoming week, the Easter Bunny and you are going to have to prepare yourselves for some cooler temperatures, specifically in the morning. We could be down in the teens and 20s at some point this week, so don't put away those winter jackets just yet. Today, temperatures were in the mid-50s across a large majority of our region. 64 was the high in State College, the rest of us in the 50s. And when you look back at the last 4 years, we kind of were average. Average high temperature this time of year is 56 degrees, but when you have a Easter later on in the season, then temperatures could be a little bit warmer. So on April 20th, that was Easter last year, a little bit later on in the season, temperatures closer to 70 degrees. March 31st was the Easter in 2024. We had the same high temperature, 55 degrees. April 9th was 2023 at 58, and April 17th, 2022 was our coolest of the last 5 at 47 degrees. So we have quite the span of temperatures. It could either be really cold, really warm, or right in between. We had a kind of Goldilocks Easter this year. Next year, Easter's on March 28th, so it's a little bit earlier on in the year than the one we had just this year. We didn't have much rainfall this morning. Most of that heavy downpour activity remains west of our region. So some parts of Clinton County got over an inch from the front that passed through, but most of us between 1/10 of an inch to 3/10 of an inch, with some isolated spots seeing close to a 1/2 inch. So I have the 12-hour radar loop. You can see the front that came through between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. Now it's exited off the eastern seaboard, no longer impacting any of the United States, but we're seeing a clearing and a cooling. So any lingering moisture now changing over to a few flurries up in Potter, Tioga, and Bradford counties. And that could be a similar story for your day tomorrow. There's more moisture just towards our west. You can see it associated with this low pressure system. It's a quick clipper system over Wisconsin. As those scattered rain showers push through our region, if it's cold enough, could turn into some scattered snow showers. So just be prepared for that tomorrow evening if you're in the mountains. There's your current picture in Williamsport. We've got breaks in the clouds. Current temperature right now 43 degrees with a west wind at 8, making it feel more like 38 degrees. We'll have a really breezy Tuesday, so temperature's not that warm that day. It's going to feel more like the freezing mark pretty much all day. And we're below the freezing mark right now. In the mountain off of Mansfield, 30 is the current temperature there. 35 in Storuca, we're in the 40s through the Susquehanna Valley. And we're down compared to 24 hours ago by just a few degrees in the southern tier to up to nearly 30 degrees in parts of our northwest region. For Potter and Tioga counties, we're nearly 30 degrees cooler than we were at this time yesterday. Winds are gusty and they're sustained to anywhere from 6 to 18. We have those gusts going up to 30 tonight. Tomorrow, similar story, gusts up to 30. Tuesday, we could have gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, we'll still continue to see some clearing. By tomorrow morning, we wake up to sunshine. But throughout the day, the clipper system that's over Wisconsin rolls over us and brings us a few scattered showers. Notice for Potter and Tioga counties how there's a bit of mixing going on. Some wet, fat flakes, some graupel falling. That's almost like an ice pellet, kind of like Dippin' Dots. Could be falling in amongst the raindrops, specifically in places like Wayne and parts of Lackawanna County, where it's elevated enough to be in the freezing mark. Headed into the evening hours, could see a bit of snow up in our northern tier. Wayne, Pike, Wayne, Susquehanna, Bradford, and Tioga counties could see some of those flakes flying around early Tuesday morning, and then headed out the day on Tuesday, maybe an additional flurry or two before we clear out to sunshine. Rainfall amounts from these scattered showers, they're going to be light, so just a few hundredths of an inch. Snowfall amounts also going to be light. If you see any coating, it would be in Honesdale or Wellsboro, Stroudsburg, elevated locations where temperatures would be cool enough, maybe a coating on those grassy surfaces and cold enough surfaces to support the snow. It's going to be gusty tomorrow, 20 to 30 miles per hour. They die back slightly for your Monday, Tuesday time frame, but by the time we get into Tuesday afternoon, once again, gusts 20 to 30, if not 40 miles per hour on the hilltops. Monday morning, temperatures in the 20s and 30s, the afternoon 40s. Tuesday morning, 20s and 30s, afternoon 30s. Wednesday morning, that's going to be the chilly one. Temperatures in the 20s and teens. So we have several nights and mornings coming up that you'll need the winter jacket for, especially if you have kiddos. Make sure that they're bundled up going up to that bus stop. It gets a little bit warmer as we head to the end of the week, Jack, with temperatures once again returning to the 60s and 70s for highs starting Thursday. And that starts a stretch of warm temperatures all the way through mid-April. So that's something to look forward to.
Definitely going to have to stick it out till the end of the week, Jeremy. Thank you very much.
Yep.